business, or pleasure?
Business. Lizard business.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Chicago to around the world, this is Rondell Adams, and I am your host for Rare Air Studio, where we give you the inside for everything from the undergrounds to the raves to the after hours and to the festivals. I have a very unique host here today. I've known her for 3-4 years, and what brought me to notice her, I've seen her DJing with a saxophone, as you see. She is one of a kind. She is one of the only ones that I know of in the Chicagoland area, and probably in the big radius of Chicagoland throughout the Midwest, that plays a instrument along with her DJing. Introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, this is LiZ Music.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. I am excited about your growth and your journey.
It's a lot. It's been happening, and it's like it's finally happening.
So, question to you. Now, I've been like your Facebook friend, like even before you started DJing. I think I probably met you when we were raving, going to a show or something like that. Mr. Bobby, shout out to Mr. Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
Right there.
And just being your friend from that time, I discovered that you're from Northwest Indiana, correct?
Yes.
Where?
Highland right now, but I've lived in this area my whole life.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
It's home base.
But what I noticed, I said, hey, she's picking up a saxophone and she's playing when she's DJing. And when we observe DJs, right, we want to see like where they're going, what's their niche, what are they trying to go for, what kind of crowd are they trying to get, right? And I noticed she was playing it with house music, and then she started to make her way into Chicago. And she started making her way to Chicago, and she started to play for people like Mr. Bobby and such. And next thing I know, I'm like, yo, I got to meet this person because she's starting to bubble up. And when I say bubble up, that just means she's evolving and she's starting to generate a following. What's up?
Hey.
How long have you been doing this? It's a two-part question. How long have you been playing sax? I want to know about that.
So, I mean, saxophone's a funny story. I'm not even going to lie. Most of my stories are like a little bit comical. I did music growing up, like 3-4 years old. I started with piano.
Okay.
And my parents were really pushy about it. So it wasn't like that fun. It was more like classical piano, stuff like that. Then I did band, but they made me play the oboe. Not as glamorous. I got to play.
So oboe, tell me, wait. I got to stop you. The oboe. Okay.
It's the one with the little straw.
I'm ignorant, right? Is that like a flute or was it, what family would the oboe fall in?
It's a woodwind.
It's a woodwind.
But it's got like a double reed. So it's like you're playing a straw with a clarinet body. It doesn't sound that. It's not.
The one that go doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I know. There was no other seats open in the band, and I really wanted to join band. So they're like, oboe or nobo, and I said, okay, oboe. I wanted to play saxophone. My parents couldn't afford it, so I got to rent one for like a few months, and then I like graduated. So it was time to like move on to high school. I didn't do high school band. And then later on down the road, you know, I started getting into EDM music and festivals and stuff. And my friends all had like their own thing that they did. Some people painted, some people did flow. And I was like, I'm going to get my own thing. I'm going to get like, I don't know, a saxophone or something and just walk around with it. And I was like, you know what would be funnier than that is if I actually got one. So I went to the pawn shop. I bought like $100 little saxophone. It was totally broken, not very good to play. But I was like, this is cool.
It was a great start.
It was a good start.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what'd be funnier than that is if I like worked at it every day and just like showed up the next time they saw me and was just shredding.
So you did that before you started DJing.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, what made you say, I want to DJ with this? Like, what was it? Was it something about? Because I know a lot of instrumentalists, and they would play piano or sing or something like that, and I guess they would bring like their, I'm talking old now, their CD or USB to the event, and then they'll play their music, and then they'll play their instrument over that music. So what made the transition happen? How did you start with that?
Well, I love the music. I've always been an EDM person. That's the whole conversation about the saxophone started at a festival. So like I was really big into EDM for forever.
Yeah.
But like playing the music with another DJ is a lot more complicated because you have to like really be on the same page.
Yes.
I want to practice my songs. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to do it, and I'm going to be the DJ, and I'll just play. Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. I like that. Yeah, it's like why am I wasting my time with this person that's not on beat like me, and you could just do it yourself. The beautiful part about being a DJ / producer, because you also are producing these days, is that the sky is the limit. You can do anything you want as long as your imagination allows it. I've made music with total bands where I've brought my track in and I'm seeing this band bring my whole beat to life. Like, and to the part to where I cut my beat off and these guys are going off playing my beat, but it's unplugged. It's them playing it organically. And that's the beautiful part about being a producer, about you transferring your mind into something that people can hear and feel. So that's a beautiful thing. I like that.
Yeah.
Tell me about your first performance. Like, I want to know what's the process, because you have listeners and watchers out there that want to know, especially these young ones. They looking for motivation, and maybe this is something that will give them insight about doing something different. And it may not just be saxophone, it may be playing piano while DJing or anything, So what was your process in the beginning? Like, how did that happen?
The very beginning, when I first got it, some like my other friends played guitar and they're like, "Let's jam," and I'm like, "Jam? What?" So
what you mean by jam?
You just show up and you just play with your friends. And I was like, because I did piano for so long.
Yeah.
It's a very solitary instrument. You have to have a piano in the room. So like to be able to bring an instrument and hang out with my friends, it opened up a whole new world of community to me with music that I didn't experience before taking piano lessons or like marching band and stuff. It's not the same as like hanging out with your friends, smoking a little and fucking play some music. It's great. So I started.
I live married with Jamali. I mean, that's fine, as long as you don't say nothing else like past that,
No.
Yeah.
But like you're jamming. So then
it's legal in Illinois, in some states. It's not in Indiana, but we're on state line.
Yeah. So I didn't know like all these people played instruments, but I started meeting more and more people who did do music. They started bringing me to open jams, which that was a new thing for me too. Apparently, sometimes at bars, people just show up with their instruments and just start making music.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this means I play in front of people? And they're like, yeah. So that was the first time I played in front of people, was at a jam. Old Beer Geeks. Do you remember Beer Geeks?
Help remind me.
It
Where
was
is
in
that?
Highland. It's closed now, but
What's the location?
Off 45th over there.
Okay, I think I know. It's
Yeah.
like, was it kind of like near the corner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there a couple
That was my
times.
first place I played. And then, just kind of getting out there, putting yourself out there to like actually get gigs. That came a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I didn't even know you could pay to play music. Someone told me how much they made doing music, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
I didn't start it for that, but then going forward, you're like, okay, I really enjoy this. Like, I want to give it my all, and then it started giving back. So, yeah, it's been a cool, very, very cool journey. It's changed me a lot.
How many years total so far?
I'm gonna be 5 coming up in like.
Look at that,
next
5
year.
years.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
for real.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Hey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I I'm not gonna even go about my age and about when I started. I've been doing this since high school, so yeah. And high school has been uh, a grandfather time ago. But I'd rather not talk about that. Let's get into these questions. Um, hmm. Let's do it different this time. Uh, who helped you in the beginning? Who's the person or people that were in your corner when you began?
There's a lot of names that
And
I
you can
can
say
think
these
of.
names. You can say these
Okay.
names. Yeah.
Well, definitely starting out, my friend Ray was one of the first people I was jamming with.
Who's Ray?
Ray Stroll. I'm actually performing with him tomorrow.
Oh, hey,
He
yeah.
plays
Tell
guitar.
us.
He
Yeah,
plays
we want to
guitar.
know. We want to know.
We're playing at Dirty Nelly's tomorrow in Palatine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, Palatine. But I see it's a lot of action going on there. Who's promoting Dirty Nelly's?
Suburban Sound does a lot for them.
Okay, Suburban Sound Syndicate or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's up,
Shout
y'all?
out Suburban Sound. We've done a lot of work together. We got more work coming up together. I like them a lot.
Who's the head of that? Who are those guys?
It's a group.
It's a collective.
Mm-hmm.
Who are those? I mean, just name some names. I may know,
Josh,
may not.
Ra, Tony. I mean, like, there's a whole crew, and I mean, they really do it right with the way they do it. So.
Yeah, they're pulling the crowd in Palatine, huh?
Yeah.
That's very cool. That's very cool. I'm going to try to get out there. I have a performance Saturday, and it's like St. Patty's, and you know how frantic St. Patty's is, so it's like, St. Patty's is actually Tuesday next week, but
It's gonna be cold. Maybe it'll.
But everybody's going to be doing it like Saturday because it's the day off. And for me, whenever I do a gig, especially when I'm getting back into it, I haven't performed in a while. I like to be real rested and prepared. So I may go, I may not go, but if I do go, I'm coming to support all day.
Yeah, come through.
Y'all better go. Hey, I ask this for everyone that's on the show, and everyone gives me a different perspective. First, before I even ask this question, I've seen you play the sax to house. I've seen you play the sax to like dubstep and drum and bass. You have how many albums out so far?
One full album. And
Make some noise. Hey, look at that. One full album. Hey. And this
coming up on a year, too.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And you have another one coming out?
Yes. My EP is going to come out in April. It's done, those little last-minute tweaks.
Yeah, make it happen,
and
right?
then
Yeah.
pitching it and, like, all the little stuff that it takes to, like, do it right. I want to do it right this time.
I know that's right.
So, but, it should be out mid-April. I mean, the first song I released the title track, Lizard Business.
Okay, I seen the video for that. Very good work.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It came out cool. So, I'm trying to I want to be open to all genres.
Yeah.
I don't want to be genre phobic.
I was gonna ask that. What? Tell me about this first album. Like, what genres were you dabbling in performing on the previous album? Because I'm sorry, I did not listen to the previous album, but I will.
Yeah, you should. It's a journey. It's its own self-contained thing. So it's not, it's called the Part 2 Leave Behind. So it really was to me something. I just wanted to make music that just sounded beautiful and good and just good vibes.
Yeah.
It's great for like taking a walk on a nice day outside, listening through. It's like 45 minutes. Versus I feel like so much of the music these days is like, how heavy and hard can you go? And I mean, that's fun at the event.
Yeah.
But when I'm listening in my free time, I'm not always trying to be like headbanging. Like sometimes I just want to hear something that sounds like a good vibe. So that was what I was going for. There's a little bit of like, I would say like chill house in there, some lo-fi type of feels. There's some hip hop type of feels, even a little bit of dubstep.
Okay.
So like it's its own journey. I advise to listen to it in order. So
that's what's up. I will listen to it in order. So you described your first album. What about the EP? What is the vibes for the EP? Is that what you just said?
EP's all Lizard business.
That's all Lizard business.
It's just fun songs,
Okay.
stuff I can play live.
I could get up in the morning and like work out or take my morning drive to work, drink my little coffee off with the Bad Vibe Shield cup and everything. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, I'm proud of you, man. Now look at you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I will ask this off the question. What does gatekeeping I can't talk today. Like, what is wrong with I'm sober as hell too, but let's ask you this. What does gatekeeping look like today compared to when you started?
Oh boy. Well,
she said, "Oh boy."
I was so naive when I started because I didn't really get into it like with any expectations of anything, and I still really don't. I think that if you're just going with the flow, like the flow will take you where you want to go.
I like that. The flow will take you. You know what I love about this show?
Kind of.
You know what I love about this show?
Kind of a riff right there.
Every host that comes here gives me new insight on something, and it totally hits the nail on the head. And you said, go with the flow. And what do you say with the
flow gonna take you where you
the
want to
flow
go.
will take you where that is so sharp. Liz. Make some noise for Liz right here.
That is. Let me write that down.
Let me ask you this. As a woman, there are things that us guys don't see. There are things that us guys in the industry do not go through. Because as we already know, men in a lot of these parts of the scenes have the power, right?
Yeah.
But I think these times are changing. Without you, well, no, sometimes you just got to say it. Just don't say any names if you can.
Okay.
Because this is serious, and we have young ladies that watch this show, and they want to have insight about the things that they may face when they get into this music industry. Were there anything that was in your way that maybe someone tried to hate or something like that? Like, what was the obstacles you had to face?
It's subtle. It's not very like blatant these days because people do end up like getting canceled.
Yes.
But there's a lot behind the scenes that you can't really pinpoint, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I'm with another man and I'm talking to someone about music,
Yes.
they look at the guy and I'm just standing there holding my bags.
Huh.
And they'll be like, "Oh, you're the DJ?" And I'm like,
Wow.
when I went to buy the saxophone, I'm standing there with all this cash and he's trying to sell it to my buddy who just was driving with me because it was a long ride. I mean, it really comes down to there's a long history of women just not being seen as fit for music. Just you should be quiet. You should be, like submissive and just sit in the back and let the boys have fun.
That sucks.
It does,
That
especially I think when I show up to DJ gigs, and I have an instrument, I think they're like, I don't know what to make of this girl, but at the same time, like, I don't know. There's been a lot of challenges, and as well too, when you like, if you're around a guy, sometimes they will use you for opportunities, and I've seen that happen to a couple people. Can't name names, but like, they are doing successful in the scene, and then now they're hanging out with this guy. All of a sudden, they're old news, and like, who's him? Like, who's he? Like, let's bring him on. Hey, because I think guys are afraid to talk to the women because they don't want to be known as a creeper. So they're like, well, the guys are safe to hang out, talk to, like buddy with them.
Yeah, that's become a thing, definitely. But it's just all about how you talk. There's just, hey, how you doing? I like your music. Can you go and play? Just like when I asked you to get on this show. It's just real simple.
Yeah.
It's like I ask like with anybody else. But people just what I'm trying to say is it maybe because they are the weirdo. And they're scared to ask because they're the weirdo and they know that their real ways is gonna come up.
Oh, it's out there, and that's the thing. It's like you have to walk a fine line between like respecting your own boundaries,
yes,
but then being willing to like trust people because you have to trust people.
Exactly.
You know, so it really, it's tough. It's
I,
tough.
I look at it like this. I'm going to handle business the way I would like to have the business handled with me. Um, it's the only way. You know, if you don't want to be disrespected, do not be disrespectful. And some people just don't. I don't know what it maybe is trauma, maybe it's just them having a privilege all this time. But I've seen things from all sides of the coin where I know, like I've dealt with artists that are way too demanding, and I'm like, wait a minute, you only been DJing for 3 months, you have no room.
Yeah, no, I've seen that too.
To be demanding, you know?
Even at the top, you know, it's like it shouldn't be about ego.
No, at all.
It shouldn't. You're supposed to be making a good time for everyone else.
Exactly.
It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about everyone else who comes to listen.
It's about that dance floor.
Absolutely.
When did you realize? Okay, so we talked about money, right? And you said that you didn't know that you could get paid doing gigs, but at our level, you know that it's not going to pay like just bills, right? You still have a day job, or?
Yes, I'm in school full time.
Okay, what do you go to school for?
I'm majoring in psych at Purdue. So, yeah.
Can you psychoanalyze me? Yeah.
That's gonna be a new pod. We're gonna have to start a new podcast for that one.
That's cool. You know what? Actually, I that was like my minor.
Oh, cool.
When I went to Columbia, they had like psych classes there.
Yeah.
But let's ask you something like on that level. Are your gigs paying the bills?
They pay the bills pretty well. No, not all the bills.
Not
all the bills. Some of the bills need a little bit. But I actually work for the school now.
Okay.
So like they pay. It's not great money, but it's enough to like.
You're floating.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And like, you know, it's not really about the money. It's just it's kind of the appreciation for your effort.
Yeah.
You know, or like making it make sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna fly to Utah for free
No,
for
hell
a
no. Hell
Tuesday
no.
night show. You know.
Hell no.
It would be fun, but like that,
The reason why they contacted
doesn't
you
make a
from
lot of
Utah is because they know your talent, they know your kicking talent, they know that you're worth that they're charging people at their event to see you. So how can you not? You know. Well, make some noise for her for making money in doing what she loves. What would you say to the new DJs, the new artists out there that are just beginning and they're like, damn, man, I'm only getting paid $50 for this gig, and you tell them, hey, you got to have a day job too, right? Like, what would you tell like the young DJ or young performing artist, because you're more than just a DJ, you are a performing artist. What would you tell the beginning performing artists out there that expect to make big money in the beginning?
oh man, I played a lot of $50 gigs. I played a lot of free gigs. I still take them sometimes.
Hey.
If it feels good to me,
Yeah.
if it feels right, if there's opportunity there, networking there, take it. And you're
Awesome.
gonna take a lot of them before like you have a reputation or you have proof. Document your stuff there so that when you want to go and make more, you have something to show. Like Instagram, people hate on social media, but it's a great tool.
It's the freest tool.
Yeah.
If we had social media back in the day, like all of these old school artists that say that they hate social media, let's keep it 100. You guys would have been using Instagram in 1994 if there was an Instagram back then. Because let's be honest, like back in those days, we passed out flyers.
Yeah.
And back in those days, everyone did not pick up your flyer. They'll look at you like, "What is it?" I've seen people I try to give a flyer to, and this is how disrespectful it is. Man, what is this shit? And they'll throw it on the ground right in your face. You know,
man.
so you can't, you know, and then now, because this is the year of after the C word that happened in 2020. You know, a lot of people are not going to take what you hand to them because they think germs, you know what I'm saying? So like social media is the best way, and the more you post, the more attention you get, and it's the way you post, the time that you post, that is very important. Another question. Have you ever been underpaid or straight up exploited?
Um, yes, yes.
Care to talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, it happens, because you don't know who you're working with till you work with them.
Yeah.
And once you experience that, it's important you don't go on like make a blast post. That's not your first step. The first step is to remember and learn from it for sure. Yeah, there's not a lot of people, because I do conduct myself in a way that I'm like, I'm upfront. We're gonna be very clear about what our transaction's gonna be.
Oh, you booked. I booked you.
Yeah, contracts.
Yeah,
it's important.
I booked her, and I was like, yo, I want you to perform at XYZ. You was like, when am I getting paid? I'm like, you getting paid this, and I think I was like the middleman for someone else, and I stayed on his tail. I said, look, you gotta. This is my talent that I'm bringing to you. You have to pay. And you agreed, you pay. I said, as a matter of fact, you need to have the money ready to pay her before the event, because in case that he don't make enough, at least he has enough to pay for the talent, and that's how it works.
It should be like not 2 months to get paid. You don't get your roof fixed and you're like, thanks, I might get you back like in like a few months or so. But it really is like that, and that was a hard lesson I learned in the beginning. My first bigger gig, and I was expecting to get paid like right after, because live music, I mean, it's cash in hand, but the DJ world's a little different because ticket sales take a while, drink sales have to calculate, and I was like, damn, like it took a month. Like,
so I'm gonna interject on that. It's wrong. I think that like once I start back promoting, I'm going to have the money to pay whoever I booked DJ. I'm not going to do this. When you see on the lineup, you see 6, 8 DJs, and you're squeezing them in 5 hours time. No, I believe in longer DJ sets with quality DJs. So like whenever I get booked, I want an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't do that 1 hour thing too much anymore, because it's just room for you to get paid, like not too much. And then it's like, you're just getting into the groove at the end of your set when you play for 1 hour.
Yeah.
But that hour and a half, it's like, oh, really? I got another half hour?
Yeah.
Oh, boom. I'm going to kill him I'm going to bang him up. But like, I truly believe in, if you don't have the money to book the talent, you shouldn't be booking the talent. And I'm saying you having the money to book the talent before
Up
the
front.
event even starts.
Yeah, not after. Maybe if this happens and that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, a DJ of your caliber, my caliber, I should be getting a deposit before, like, on the day of the signing, on the day that we agreed. Yeah. You send me that deposit, non-refundable deposit, and then when I arrive to the event, I love DJ Nola Ray. Like, yo, when I went to play for her, she paid me a deposit, and then as soon as I walked in, won't. How much what do you want to drink? We got drink tickets. Like, and I was taken care of. You know what that did for me? I went hard at that party because I was motivated. I knew what I was there for. The crowd knew what I was there for. They paid tickets to see me play. So I went crazy for that crowd. I gave them what they wanted, but then I played the mix back and it sounded horrible.
Oh, no. Wait, what? We could cut that part out.
No,
it was great. It was great.
No, I'm talking about my mix was horrible. I ain't gonna even lie. There's a difference between making a mix when you're at home and you practice, you plan it out, versus playing live.
Yeah.
And when you're playing live, you're like in the moment of things. And sometimes, like when you play at some event, some of these venues, the decks ain't all that up to date. Have you ever played on you ever played on CDJ like 2000?
1000s.
No, not the 1000. Oh, you talking about the ones
the
with the
1000s.
with the flip lid CD?
Yeah.
Oh, with the CD?
Where was it? Mr. Bobby's birthday party in the side room.
Oh, the side room.
The side room.
What's up, Bobby? again. You need to be interviewed out here, homie.
It was.
Like, hit me
I'd
up.
never seen nothing like that. There was like buttons missing, and I was like, okay. I mean, no, it was like in good shape.
Yeah.
But it just was like not a 2000. Like it wasn't like I was like, okay, it went all right.
So,
No
you know,
hot
you
cues.
got you got CDJ 1000. But that 1000 didn't it have the touch screen though when you
No,
were able
no,
to-
no, no.
Yeah, so it has a touch screen. So the features that are missing from
No,
the
it was
2000
no touchscreen.
Uh-oh.
No hot cues.
Oh.
Yeah, I like my hot cues. It's
No,
like,
I'll show it to you next time.
okay.
But like, if you ever played on the 2000, so you got CDJ 2000s, then you got the CDJ 2000 NXS.
Yeah.
The difference between those two is the CDJ 2000 and the 3000. You know, 3000 got the buttons up top by the screen. The 2000s have A, B, C on the side, right?
Yeah.
The 4 Qs or 3 or
Yeah.
4 on the side. The 2000 no
Performance
NXS.
mode, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 2000 no NXS, which is just a 2000. It doesn't have that.
Okay.
Like you like it's weird. Like, and for a lot of these songs you have to play like no cue, so you're playing
Yeah.
it from the beginning.
No
right?
sync button.
Yeah. Well, I ain't worried about sync.
No
I,
sync
I,
button.
I use, and
for the
I'm not
sync
gonna
button
lie. I
people.
use Quantize. I don't use sync.
Okay. Yeah.
Quantize is fine because, you know, as long as you have the same tempos, you know, you're fine. But then it's still gonna sway a little bit, you know, and that's where you have to do your little action with that. Sync is messed up because if you don't run it through Record Box right, it's gonna line up the way it lines up, and if it lines up R&B, no matter how you try, it's gonna go. Both of them is gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I had to talk about that. Bobby, we're not hating on your.
No, not
this
at all. That
this,
was a crazy party.
This is like
That was
5
great.
times we mentioned your name. That means you got to get on this show, homie.
I'm
Like, for
surprised
real.
he hasn't been.
Well,
Who else
this-
have you interviewed?
Well, this is episode. Was supposed to be episode 4, but this is third episode.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, you got a lot of good people, you know.
but
so-
we got this. Look, we are loaded. I have to ask this.
Okay.
What is broken in the scene in Chicago? What is broken that no one wants to say out loud?
What do you mean?
Like just in the scene, like in the industry, like when whoever's throwing the parties or the DJs, like what is broken? What do you see that's
that needs to be
happening?
fixed.
Yes.
There's a lot of things, but you know what? I really think the phones are a problem.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you want to document it, but you look out and like, especially when I'm playing, like I'm like, I want you guys to be dancing, but
Yeah.
then like I look out and everyone's like taking videos, and like that's cool that they want to take a video,
Yeah.
but like I want to see people like
You-
enjoying themselves.
You know what? I'm gonna put that on the promoter, or the producer. They need. Sorry about that. But what needs to happen is they need to enforce no phones. 1, 2, they need to let people know as they come in, hey, we got a videographer. And a photographer. They're gonna be taking videos and photos. You know, maybe do you have our consent? Sign this. We'll send this out for you. You know, we'll send the content for you to post. You know, if it's your face or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then they say, but you can't use your phone, right? We want pure interaction.
Yeah.
I went to a party over the winter where. Yeah, I took my phone. Now, I felt a little privileged because I was booked already by the promoter for the next month. So I'm like, I want to show Chicago how this city do, you know? And I try to be like, you know how it is. I try to do my phone like this and try to be smooth. And I keep forgetting I'm like taller than a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying? So security comes up to me and I kind of got hard with him. Dude was like, hey, you can't use, you can't. I said, dude, who is you, man? I know the promoter, woo. But I ended up apologizing to him because I get it. You know, it's that thing of if one person has their phone up, everybody else is going to put their phone up.
I also feel like there's something like it feels good that you captured it. You know, you
Yeah.
captured the moment. Like everyone goes to Mount Rushmore or like the Grand Canyon, takes a picture of the Grand Canyon, but you can look it up online. But it's like it's different when you're taking the phone video. Like it feels like this is mine and I captured it.
It's that you seen it here first vibe, you know.
Yeah, so like I get it, but at the same time, I think that like people are not experiencing it because they're afraid of like losing the moment.
Yeah.
They want to make it last forever.
Yeah.
So,
But that's the problem. That's why
Yeah,
we
you
need to
can't.
have no phones because
you
it's
can't make it last forever.
it's you're losing the actual interaction part and the dancing part. Like you came here to dance. You came to let off whatever steam or whatever or celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Question for you. Have you ever experienced burnout
Oh yeah. I definitely have.
with playing sax and DJing, I'm saying. When you
So
performing.
performing for certain.
Why? What happened?
Just I mean, I was doing 2 shows a week every single week for months on end, and it was like, I wasn't as excited for the next show as I was. But I won't get burnt out on music because there's so many things you could do.
Yeah.
If I'm tired of DJing, I'll play the saxophone. I still practice every day, even if I'm just like playing a couple scales. Like, there's a lot of things you can do. But performing,
Yeah.
that'll take it out of you.
Do you sing also?
No, not well. I think anyone can sing, but you don't want to hear it.
I feel like an old person. That do you rap? Do you got to rap? Like back in the day, we used to be like, dude, this part like old people older than me. They'd be like, did this person do a rap? I'm like, what you mean do a rap? You mean are they rapping? See, you ain't got no flows.
I mean, I could, but we need to. It's a little rusty.
A little rusty.
We're a little rusty.
Tell me about like your out of town performances. Where's the furthest you've ever performed out of town?
Well, I'm going to be doing my furthest actual paid gig this summer. I'm going to Noel, Missouri for a river rave.
Hey,
That's gonna be cool. I'm excited about that. But the furthest I've ever taken my sax and played, I went to Jazz Week in New Orleans.
Okay.
And I just was like, I did a little busking, and then I went to an open mic and like played with a group of people, trombones, trumpets.
Wait. This was a booked performance? Like you went to New Orleans?
No, it was not booked. It was not booked. It's just Jazz Week,
Yeah.
So the whole city's doing music.
When is that?
It's actually coming up. It's in May, I think.
Dang,
Yeah.
it's not during the same week as Movement, right? Like the end of May.
No, beginning of May. Yeah, you should look at the
That's
lineup.
interesting,
It's not
man.
all jazz. There's like
I love jazz. What you mean it's not all
Yeah,
jazz? I
well,
need to go.
there's
For
jazz,
real.
but there's also like other really good artists on Jazz Fest, and then there's Jazz Week in the city. It's
Yeah.
cool.
I need to go.
Yeah.
For real. I need to tap back into my jazz vibe. So I haven't. Shout out to my homie Marcus Evans. I used to go ride with this guy all the time. He plays drums in a lot of cities and stuff. He tours. He graduated out of the same high school with me, Emerson School for the Visual Performing Arts. Dope drummer all around, but he started with jazz. He's cold. It's cold. One of the coldest drummers you ever meet in your life.
I love it. I love jazz. Like, I didn't know I'd ever be the person to listen to jazz.
Yeah.
But like, this is really. I've learned a lot of new music just playing this instrument. Like.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What is your favorite key?
Oh, F. And
F?
that is because
Okay.
this is an E flat alto.
Yeah.
So concert pitch is different. So a C on a piano is really like an E flat on mine.
Okay.
Or A. I'm a more by ear musician.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the chagrin of my
I like F's. I like G's. I like both. I like F's and G's.
Okay.
Let's talk about the stories that shaped you.
Okay.
And I think we got into a little bit of that earlier. What's the most chaotic night you survived thus far in this industry?
It might have been one of those sushi parties. Do you remember those? I don't know how many names
House of
we can
Sushi?
name. Yeah.
Oh, Eric Boss.
Yeah.
What's up, Eric? What's happening, man?
It was fun.
You performed?
I did. I
Really?
did. I was just kind of starting out,
You
getting
wasn't
into
one
clubs.
of the girls that had
No,
the
I was a
suits?
DJ. I was playing the saxophone at this club that like did not know that I was. I mean, it went really good.
Yeah.
And like it was fun, but at the end of it, I come back and my car was impounded. I didn't know you couldn't park on that street. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You
Like,
talking about was that Ohio?
yeah, right there by Snickers bar.
Oh.
Yeah, it was at Underground. And
Yeah.
I was like, we did it. We brought the people. We sold the bottles. We did it. And I come back and my car's gone. So that
Wow.
was like a huge wake-up call about knowing where to park, making sure you have plans in place because
Yes.
we got a bottle,
You definitely have to have your homework when it comes to downtown Chicago. When it comes to Wicker Park, like Milwaukee Avenue, you can't be on Milwaukee. I think they prohibited parking on Milwaukee like after 10 o'clock. I know it used to be like at midnight your car be towed, but I think like now in some places on Milwaukee Avenue, Wicker Park, like you can't park on Milwaukee at all.
Yeah.
Let's move forward. What's the wildest rumor you heard about of yourself?
Oh, I mean,
If there's any rumors.
not right now. There's no rumors, but there was some weird stuff in the beginning that I was like, I learned the hard way how like quickly people can turn.
Woo! Let's talk
People-
about that. Like, let's just and without saying names.
Yeah, I won't say names.
We got like 20 minutes. Just give me a scenario. Like, what happened? And we like if you've been doing this for you said 5
Mm-hmm.
5 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 30.
Okay.
30. This is my 32nd year, and boy, have I seen empires rise and fall. Have I seen people turn on each other, turn on me? But the true test of time is your persistency, and I look at the people that have turned on me, and they're like, "Oh man, I wish I would have stayed in it." I'm like, "Well, like what my homie said before, it's a season for some of these people, and your longevity is what is." But yeah, I want to know. Yeah, like they want to know.
I mean, and a lot of it too, as a girl,
Yeah.
people catch feelings.
Yes.
And like, if it's not reciprocated, because it can't always be reciprocated. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
Right.
like not everybody's for everybody, and not
Yeah.
everyone's your cup of tea. So like, it could be friendly, and then like they don't want more. Well, then fuck them.
Huh.
We could edit that out, I think.
Well,
Yeah, but like that really does happen.
Let's
you know?
talk about the male female dynamic in this industry. And I know a lot of times like the woman may not be comfortable to give him the truth, because let's be honest, like presence does not mean love. Like presence just means presence. I like kicking it with this person, some people don't see it that way.
Oh, that's life, though.
Yeah,
That's life.
But what I'm saying
Well,
is
you
like
work together.
there was a girl that she used to take me to my DJ gigs, and it was right on time. I bought a car like after that, right? But like up to that point, she and I seen it happening. She was like, she'd give me that look, like batting her eyelashes and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't want to get with this girl like that, And I think what crushed her heart was I was DJing somewhere, and they was like, "Yeah, your girlfriend." I said, "This is my friend."
Oof.
She said,
Breaking hearts.
"Yeah," and it was one of those things where I thought I had already told her before, like, you got a man or something like that, and she was telling me about whatever dude she was dealing with. So I'm thinking I'm safe.
Yeah.
The next thing I know, she was on some, I don't think I need to be giving you rides to the gig anymore because you out here telling people you ain't with me. And I'm like, well, we're not together like that. We're friends. What the hell?
Yeah.
You want to be petty? I'm like, you was getting there for free. You was drinking for free, and in many cases, eating for free. And now you just in your feelings because I said we not, So it's one of those things where, when I think in retrospect, I did not like establish the boundary.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. They're afraid to establish that boundary, thinking they're going to lose them as a friend. But my thing is, if you lost them as a friend when you established the boundary early, it wasn't meant to be in the first place.
Yeah.
Right?
And then sometimes it's not even romantic what they're trying to get from you. It could be, anything. It could be clout. It could be gig opportunities. It can be money. It can be free, like, backstage passes, whatever. Yeah. But when you set that boundary and you're like, this is not an exchange that I'm willing to make,
right,
romantic or otherwise.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are just like, okay, well then I don't need you anymore.
That shows you that separates the real from the fake.
Yeah.
I mean, all day,
Yeah, there's a lot of people who, I know that they're genuine and they're in it for the right reasons, and those are the people I not only keep around, but you trust.
Exactly.
You gotta be wary who you trust. So.
I love my day threes, like.
Oh no, not day one.
Sometimes on day ones, you know what I'm saying. Day two, but day three, all right, okay.
You're wiser on day three.
Yeah.
You're wiser by day three.
I asked all of my guests this. Do you think the EDM industry is going more so towards growth? I think I know what your answer is. But do you think the EDM scene is going towards growth or collapse? I like how I grab my glasses like around the microphone. Like,
well,
hey, you took a deep breath.
Yeah, it's a tough question because, like, personally, I really do like the sounds that are coming out these days.
Yeah.
Like the new Serum and all this like the bass and stuff that they're making, it sounds real nice. Yeah. But it is very easy for people to make music now, and especially you got the AI, everyone's just pumping music out to the point that, like, it's very oversaturated. And everyone wants to be a DJ, and not everyone's in it for the right reasons because they see, like, cool, wow, they're on stage, big stage, I want to be on big stage. And, like, I think that music will always be here. Music will always be here, and EDM will always be here in some capacity. It's going to change. It's going to grow and change. I think it's in a very big boom right now.
Yes.
But I don't think it's going anywhere. I think there will be a time where it pares down a bit, But that's
everything has its waves, and everything. It just goes. Things go around in circles. Like, I see what's going on right now. You got these rappers. They're back battling these old school rappers. I wouldn't say old school, but they're just modern popular rappers, right? And they're back out there pushing their albums, and then they're dissing each other. So a certain kind of rap is back out. You know what I'm saying? It's more of the classy battle type rap is back popular again. And then next thing you know, because summer is coming back, you're gonna get like more of the trappy party strip club type rap, you know what I'm saying, that'll be back, the hustler rap, I like to call it, that'll be back popular during the summer because that's when everybody be riding, they ride with the bass and all that,
Okay.
But what's going to have, what's I like about the growth part is artists like you that bring a new breath of fresh air, literally, by playing saxophones and performing. So that is, your road is paved, like, you have no idea. As long as you're persistent, like, you are breaking ground, as I say. So kudos to her on that, for real, for real.
I'm not the only one. Listen, I've met so many, not only like musician DJs, but like saxophone DJs, trombone DJs. Like, maybe it's because I have a little echo chamber of all musician DJs. But
well,
like,
we promoting you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We promote her. You know?
So yes.
Huh.
But yeah, it's out there. It's just not like, I don't know, the live music scene and the EDM scene. I feel like I don't fit in a way. because I show up with microphones and saxophones, and I need place for my stand to these DJ gigs in a DJ booth.
Yeah.
And then I show up to music gigs, and I'm talking about like
I'm
DJ stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
interested in the artists that do not fit in. Why? Because they're the ones that are going to excel the most, in my opinion. It is not meant for you to fit in with those local. Think they somebody's out there. Like it's not. You have a lot of these people. They're going to hate. They're going to throw obstacles because they see what you're doing is a unique thing, and do not ever let their actions or their lack of attention dissuade you from pursuing your passion and going harder. You're knocking out. You've jumped over like thousands of DJs and performing artists by merging the two talents together. For real though, I think.
I like that. I needed to hear that today. I really did. You know, some weeks are more tough than others. You know.
I have a question for you. We're wrapping up in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Did you ever feel pressure to change your sound to stay relevant?
Maybe not to stay relevant, but I have heard that you should pick a genre because otherwise you're watering down your brand.
Pick a genre, right?
Yeah, no, I've heard that a lot actually. I've had people tell me I water down my brand because I do like parties, I'll do a wedding, I'll do bars cuz this is my consistency. I just really want to play this instrument. I don't, DJing is like that's my road to get the songs. But
let's talk about branding.
I want to do.
Like, and I'll just tell you like what I explained to somebody else. When I was about to debut my album that blew up around the world, this one DJ was like, you should call yourself Ron Adams because Rondell sounds country. And I'm like, huh? My mama, what you gonna call my mama country? Is that really? And so when I talked to Mr. Jimmy Agger from Ultra Magic Records, what's up, Jimmy? And he put the money in and made that album big, like Rondell Adams. He said, I likes that. He said, stands out. No one has that.
Yeah.
Ron Adams, there's a football coach with that name. There are a lot of people with that actual name, that brand. But Rondell Adams, there's a couple of little ones that are trying. There's one guy that runs a barbecue, something in Philly, and some guy trying to make reggae down in Florida. But there is only one, and that's me. But yeah, Liz. Yeah, and I like the way you spell it.
I'm the lizard lady. I purposely wore my hoodie.
Oh, look at that.
I can show my hoodie.
Did you design that?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, show them. Look at it. She got a logo right there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, my nickname was Lizard in my little rave crew.
Okay.
And my middle name's also Elizabeth. So I was like, okay, Lizard it is. But there's already like a DJ Lizard. So I'm like, okay, just Liz. And like that's it. It's stuck.
And you spell it with the exclamation mark in the middle or at the end. How did you do that?
The exclamation point was actually not originally supposed to be there.
Oh.
Shout out Corey. Corey Person is the one who made the exclamation point because
Corey from the Get Down?
Yes.
What's up, Corey?
Yes.
How you doing, man?
I don't know if you know this, Corey, but you're the reason for the exclamation point because he was like, do you want to play on a stage at summer camp? And I was like, hell yeah. Like that was like one of my first gigs. I was like, absolutely.
Okay.
And he's like, what's your DJ name? And I was like, Liz. Excited. Exclamation point, Liz. And that's what ended up on the flyer. Like Liz with an exclamation point. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep the exclamation point.
So, hey, she is one of our standouts right here in the scene. Make some noise for Liz. Hey, before we wrap up, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, Well, I do plan to keep working at this. I want to be good. Like right now, I don't know. I know some very very talented saxophonists, and I'm like, I want to be like you when I grow up.
Who are
Oh man.
who are like your who influences you?
Okay, you want like celebrities or like the people that I know personally?
Let's talk about a person that you know personally, and then give me a celebrity. Both.
Shout out Tracy Baker. My friend Tracy can toot that horn like nobody's business, and he really taught me a lot. I like value his friendship so much because he not only taught me a lot about the saxophone, he's taught me a lot about how business works with music. So, shout out Tracy. And then like I would say some of my influences was I like Paul Desmond, John Coltrane,
Hey.
What's the guy? Is it Lou Armstrong?
Louis Armstrong?
Lou Armstrong.
Don't sound like
Wait,
that.
no. I don't know. We might have to cut that part out. I forgot what his name is.
Do it.
No, it's not that guy. It's another guy. It'll come to me when I'm driving home. I'll be like, darn it, that's the one. But yeah, there's a lot of like blues.
Okay.
I love me some blues.
Who's the best blues artist? Name me some
I
blues
love
people.
Ray Charles. I did a whole book report on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And BB King. I go to Legends sometimes to play, so
okay.
I've seen Buddy Guy a bunch of times.
I met Buddy once. I did a building inspection, and I'm walking in his room, the old Legends, before he. So they were getting ready to demolish that one and move it to the next one. So I walk up in his office. He said, "What you in here for?"
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like,
he's a character.
I'm not worthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is the Buddy Guy. This is the guy that's on the Blues Brothers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sir, I'm doing a building inspection. He said, I know what you're doing in here. He said, come on. So I ended up telling him about my dad, and next his eyes lit up, and we had like a whole big conversation. In closing, what would you say to the young performing artists, DJs, and saxophone players out there? Just give them some words of inspiration.
You know what? Make it your mission to work at it a little bit, just every single day. Like, pick it up, put it together, because that was my promise to myself when I bought it. I was like, I'm going to just every day, even if it's like 15 minutes, I'm going to work at it. And like, it kind of forces you to get creative. Sometimes you get bored, you know, it's like, well, let me work on something new. So, just keep at it every day, and don't let yourself get bored. Keep it fun. Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Keep it funky. Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Yeah. And then also before we close out, your next performances. I know you told me about this Saturday in Palatine. Tell them again.
This Saturday, I'm at Dirty Nelly's in Palatine. I'm playing with a group. I'm playing with a band.
Okay.
But the weekend after that, I'm opening for Vincent Antone at the Miramar, and I'm so excited about
in Milwaukee,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
I keep hearing about this Miramar.
It's cool.
I have
it's
to go
real
see
big.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I have never seen him live, but I play like a lot of his music. I'll DJ a lot of his
Who's
stuff.
that again?
Vincent Antone.
Hey, shout out to Vincent Antone.
Yeah.
Hey,
if you're seeing me, big fan. Like, hell yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Collabo coming up, Yeah, she's dope. Yeah, collab.
He does. He puts a lot of like horns in his songs, and like I will DJ with it sometimes.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that would be a good fit if they like stick me on there. And yeah, now I'm out in my debut at the Miramar too. I'm very excited.
That's what's up. Give it up for LiZ Music, y'all. Thank
you.
y'all for watching.
Thank you for
already
having
know.
me. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Lizard
yeah,
Business.
the EP, yeah.
Lizard Business is gonna be
Thank you,
out
producer.
in April. So make sure you give it a listen.
What label is going to be on?
Well, it's my label, Reptile Records.
Okay. And what formats, like Apple Music?
Oh, all over.
SoundCloud, okay.
Everywhere you want to listen, you
all
can find it.
online formats. You can find LiZ
Yeah.
Music. Make sure you follow her online. What is your Instagram?
Liz_music_official.
What about TikTok?
I'm old.
What about YouTube? It's coming up?
Yeah, no, I'm on YouTube. Liz-music. Music with a Z. All this is music
We'll
with
make
a
sure
Z.
we have those links on the video. Make sure you subscribe. The link is at the bottom. This is Rondell Adams. I am the host of Rare Air Studio. Thank you for watching. Peace, love. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. See you soon.